I picked up this toilet in a really poor neighborhood. And the thing about poor neighborhoods, they really don't throw away perfectly good toilets. But this one's in perfect shape, but it's got a few issues. To be exact, this is my very first Crane toilet. It was a lot dirtier than this. I gave it a clean before the video. It was full of mud in the front of the base, and no, it was this side of the bowl. So I'm glad I got this toilet mainly because of the tank. I could use that tank most likely on this URC Atlas and that in my Universal Rental Athens. None of the parts are original. They had some of the parts, but I just transferred. I put it on a Fluid Master flush valve, just a generic hardware store flapper, and a Fluid Master 400A. There's the date. I think it was made on June 15th, and it says 1902, which is probably June 15th of 2002. So I'll for sure use this tank on my UR Athens and stuff. So this toilet's got a bunch of minerals, and this ain't the original seat that came with it. The original seat is right there. It's kind of peeling, so I just put it on this one. So it had some minerals in the beginning of the trapway. I cleaned it out, but from about here all along here is got mineral buildup. Very powdery mineral buildup too. And there's wasps flying around. But so I'm not expecting much from this toilet. It kind of has a little bit hard time siphoning out. That's why I kind of have it on a razor water level. But on this video, I will flush a washcloth to see if it will pass it or fail it. Even if it'll pass, even if it'll struggle it, I'll still restore it because of the minerals. Yeah, you could really see that it kind of has, it really has issues siphoning, but it still has a pretty good flush and it's a pretty good toilet. And the other thing, it does have a defect. Let me show you. You see this hole here? This hole is more to this side, so I guess more of this side the rim gets more water, which that could also be an issue. But no matter what, because you could kind of see that this toilet right here, it's still wanting to get a little bit more water to this side. So it's probably because the flush is a little defective. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the tank to fill up. Then I'm gonna test it on a washcloth. So even if it fails, don't call this a bad toilet. It's just because of the horrible amount of minerals the horrible amount of mineral buildup. When I got it yesterday, I didn't look in it to see how much minerals were in it. But when I got home today, so oh, I know what's happening. Flappers. The slack of the chain got stuck on the flapper. So let's see if it could pass a washcloth. Let me kind of spread it out a bit more. Like I'm saying, I'm not expecting much. Wow. It barely even struggled. So, yeah, this toilet, honestly, it's a good toilet. I like it, but it's kind of it really has a really slow flush, but it's just because that one defect on the bowl. That's just the main issue. But when I get some more acid, I'll for sure probably clean. I'll probably try my best to clean. I'll have my best to clean out the minerals. I'll clean it as much as I can. I'll probably have to tilt the bowl over and probably stuff a bunch of washcloths in the trapway opening, and I'll have it filled in, and all of that will probably eventually come out. But I don't think the minerals in the trapway it's not we're helping the flush. It's not what's making the flush. It's the defect about the hole where the water goes. It's that bad. It's that much. So yeah, actually, let me try plug overfill tank test and see if the water level will ever improve. If the water level will improve. So for sure, I'll use this tank on the Athens and the Atlas over there. Even though this tank won't match the Atlas, it'll still pretty much fit. All right, so the tank is full. I'm just gonna leave the tank over there. Here we go. And that has a lot better of a flush. If you enjoyed this video, if y'all guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. I don't know if this will siphon, but let's try it. Here are the tests on my 2002 Crane Plumbing Atlas. So like in the other video, I mentioned that this thing's got some mineral buildup in the trapway. I don't think it's in the full trapway because it did have a little bit in the beginning of the trapway when I got it, but I let it soak in some muriatic acid and that cleaned out. It might have gotten it from about here, maybe up to here, maybe that mall, not much, but I know around all of this area here is all full of minerals, and I think that's the worst spot considering this spot's a little bit more restrictive. But in the other video, I tested it with a washcloth and it passed, so that's a good sign. But I think one time it struggled on it once, but what do you expect? It's got minerals. None of the parts in the tank are original. I have it on the Elder Patriot handle, which I might not keep. I might put on another one. I have it on a hardware store flapper, a Fluidmaster flush valve, and a Fluidmaster 400A. And this is not the original seat for it. I just have it on there for a reason I like. The other seat, the seat that it came with was this. It's peeling, so I'm probably gonna end up throwing that away. And I'm gonna just set my mansfield tilt here. So let's give it a flush and then do some tests. Yeah, you can see the flush is a little sluggish, but it's just a defect when it was made. So I'm gonna add some water to the bowl. The Fluidmaster in there I have kind of fills a little slowly. And then I know it's probably gonna pass the washcloth. I don't know how we'll do on the dirt. It'll probably do pretty badly getting out of the bowl, but I don't know how we'll do on the sides. So I don't know how it also is gonna do on the grocery bag, but this is the test video, so I may end up putting this on the flushometer to see how the flush improves, but to see if the flush may improve, but I still honestly don't know. Because when these are made, you can still buy them at Lowe's, I think. Because I remember seeing them on Lowe's old website that you can actually remember buying them online. So let's see how it does on a washcloth. That one had a pretty better flush, but that took it without hesitation. So you can kind of see around here, you can see some of the parts of the minerals. So I may also do a mud test. I may do that now. I want to see how good it does getting it out of the bowl. This is just for a reasonable purpose. But I am gonna do the bowl rinse test with dirt. But I'm gonna really do the bowl rinse test. So I just want to see how much this will leave in the bowl. And there's some paper towels that could just easily just be staying there. So this is just a test. I really don't do that with any of these other toilets. I also put muriatic acid in the Ring Claymore. I kind of cleaned it out a little bit. I don't know if it did, but let's see. It looks like the flush is improving. But that did pretty well. I think the flush is actually pretty good now. I don't know why. It seems to be flushing a little bit better now. So now we're gonna try a grocery bag. I also felt like the Universal Runway Athens, this does not have a glazed trapway. And even my Universal Runway Athens, considering that thing doesn't have any mineral buildup in it, it seems to struggle a lot on the grocery bag. And this is actually a brand new one, but it's got a pretty big hole in it, so if it airs up, and it's got a little bit of holes too. I kind of got to get a little wet too. I'm gonna add some more water. And let me set it down correctly. I'm expecting this is not gonna do too well. Holy crap, did that just take that? It passed without hesitation, did perfect. Okay, for this thing to have that much minerals, the performance is still pretty good on it. Who knows? Don't judge a book by its cover, but I'm not judging the toilet. I was just judging the toilet with the performance with the minerals. That did surprisingly. I don't know how we'll do on them both together. I'm gonna test it at the end. I'm gonna just like I do get the other test. I'm not expecting it to take the dish towel, but I'm still surprised that it took the grocery bag though. I'm honestly really surprised. I'm gonna test the grocery bag again after and see if it takes it again. But for right now, let's see how it does on the dish towel. I'm sure that's gonna clog them. Let's see how it does on a dish towel. Did my eyes just deceive me? Did this thing just take a dish towel with all those minerals in it? Okay, I'm testing that again. I don't believe that. I didn't even help it. I put it. Holy crap. Did that thing just take a dish towel? Okay. I was not gonna put it against this toilet because that's what I was gonna do. I was honestly gonna do a battling against the URC Atlas. It may get to do it like, okay, I'm surprised. Because before I even test it, I really see how it does on tests. But with this thing having minerals, this thing still has a pretty good performance. I don't even know because the Universal Atlas Athens can't even take this sometimes. And did this thing just take it? Let's see if it takes it again. Put that in the bowl. Let's see. Oh, it's wanting to go. Nope. Nope. I hear something. Oh, it's a jam. They're pretty good with the minerals now. I don't have my plunger with me, but this'll work. Oh, my plunger's right there. Okay, this thing's clogged hard. Oh, it made plunger marks. Hang you guys, I'll be right back. That's why I don't like using those plungers, because it makes plunger marks on the bowl. I think it left some still. That's why I don't like using this plunger. It makes plunger marks in the glaze, and then just like how it did with this, it made marks. But I think it's just it's an old plunger, so it makes marks and stuff. Some other toilets don't do that, but for some of them, but yeah, that clogged hard on the second one, but I count the first. It took it the first try. I'm gonna test it again after. Let's add some water to the bowl. Now we're gonna try a dirt test. I think I might have just broke it. Well, I'm using glass this time. And I just added the rest in there. Alright. I'm also gonna kind of spread some around the other side, so let's see how it does on a dirt test. I don't know what happened there, but I don't think that was there. I'm gonna have to look, but I think that was after. But it did kind of bad getting it out of the bowl, cause I did have some. But as you can see on the other hand, it did good on the bowl rinse. But I think some of the stuff just dripped and it left that there. I think it did pretty well getting it around the sides, but it did poorly getting it out of the bowl. So I'm still really surprised about this toilet. It passed the grocery bag. You know what? I might do it one more time with the dish towel after, but I'm gonna see if it could take this grocery bag again. Cause that just took that grocery bag, like saying, let's see if it could take the grocery bag again. Okay, I don't. No, that failed. That failed again. That failed the second time. It passed, just like the dish towel. It passed the first time. It's kind of like the URC. Sometimes the URC wants to take it, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna empty all the water out. Well, no, that was a half pass. But I'm not gonna test them both together because it struggled the second time. But honestly, I'm still surprised it did that. If I would say that it could still go against the URC Atlas. The URC Atlas is still not the greatest performer. I may try my best to get the minerals out. Next time I get some more acid, and then I'm gonna do another performance test video, and then I'll think about it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.